We go live in 12 minutes. Test, test, test. Fungerer fortsatt bra. Test, test, test. Fungerer fortsatt bra. Test, test. Er lyden fortsatt bra? So we will start. I will now just make everything ready. So let's see. We need the broker. Let's see. Just turn off these things. Wow, what a move for GBP/USD. Crazy move done. Let me see, at least we did win the trades. We had a short and we won. And we had a short and we won. So we have won everything we did. So that's good. And let me see. Here we lost the trade. We had a short, but I see so we lost one and we won two. Did we take a gold trade? Let's see. I think maybe we won that one. Let's see. Yeah, the stop loss did almost did hit. Let me see. We did go good. So we won this one also. So 3 winners and 1 loser. I think that's good. I'm happy with that. Perfectly happy with that. So let's see there. But now it came. So big move. Dollar is very strong now. So, but as always, let's start with investing.com. I'm not expecting too many trades today because we see that there are some crazy moves and it's very difficult to trade when it's coming moves like this. But we can see here, by the way, first, if you do not have account in investing.com, make sure you open one now. It's complete for free. Just put in your address, because when you put in your address, every time that come here will be after your time, because follow your time zone, right? So basically, before we trade every time, we need to go to news, we need to go to economic calendar, this one here, and basically what we're looking for is what it says here, 3-star news. So what we can see that they are coming a 3-star news for dollar later today. So probably we should close our trades before this. So we should look for fast trades. So when you see 3-star news, you should not trade 1 hour after. And when you see something that is coming, you should probably close your trades before, because when you come to 3-star news, the market can move both ways basically. So then you are gambling if you do that. But let's wait and see what we can find today, and we take it from there. And we also will do some binary option trading as always. But wow, look this move. Let's take it in a smaller time frame. You can see this move we had here. A crazy move downwards for GBP USD. So dollar is incredible strong these days. Look this. A crazy move. Thankfully we had a short trade in both GBP and Euro USD. So only we lost the trade on USD GPY, but like I said, we got 3 winners, and let's see if we did win the Bitcoin trade. We are still in the Bitcoin trade. So the 3 trades that closed, we have 2 winners and 1 loser. So as long as you keep like that, we are making a lot of money, and also our ratio is very good. I think the ratio we had on some of these trades was like 2-3 times the money, so even 1 winner would have made us profit from 2 losers. That's how good it is. By the way, now let's see if we can find something new. When we see a move like this, we just need to wait and see what will happen, because it's too much movement. Just wait a little, I need to fix something. There, I'm back. Yeah, now when you see a move like this, we can't trade the pair. First of all, we are in an area where we have not seen for 10 years, and we need to see where this stops. To take a short trade, it's crazy because maybe this is the bottom and we'll maybe retract and retest up here. It's basically, when you see something like this, we can't trade it. It's too much movement, and I find it too scary to touch something like this. Even if you look at the 30 minutes, we can take a look. We can see if it's possible to do a trade of 30 minutes. Not here either, because we don't know if this is a support yet, because it's a new area. Here we can see that there's some type of support. So a trade could be, for example, if we come up to this line here, we see that he stopped, and we see next bar close below here. Then we can target, for example, the bottom here and set a stop loss above the area up here. But the thing is, we don't know. We don't know how good this support is down here, because it's a support that is 10 years old maybe, because we have not been down here for 10 years. So we have no idea. So we need to be cautious. So I think all USD pairs, actually Japanese yen is tradable. So that's something we can look at. But if you look euro also, you have no idea these two pairs today, because it's not tradable at all. We will take a look at gold after. I will look at some other are forming in the 30 minutes type of trend. We know already that we should look for buy opportunities, because the trend for right away we know that we are looking for buy trades, and we see that we're trading upwards. We can set our 1.5 the ratio. Let's see if I can manage to do that. There. That's the first trade over there. We take this one easily, because we see that have nothing have infected so much on this pair. USD, GPY, long trade, if I can write correctly, trade, enter up, down here, if I can write correct, and we take our take profit, we take at this level here. So there we have it, first trade of the day. We easily take this trade. Let me see. Done. Then we check next opportunity. That is too big. Let's take a look to see how gold. We are now in the bottom, so you can see that he's respecting this trend line. As I always only like to trade, I think we quite in the bottom. I think we can do it. Let's take a super tight stop loss, and we target the top ticket. So gold, USD, long trade, enter that. We enter at this level. I will explain more after. We take our lose. We don't lose big, and that we can't skip. So let's like that. there. So then we are in with the 2 trades. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's now explain more why we take this trade. Typically when we come down to the trend line, we have the tendency to go up, and then I'm expecting us to retest this resistance we see up here, and you see we just take a super tight stop loss, and I really believe that this one will hold. We can take a look at the 1 day. We see a little better. So you can see, if you look to the past, okay, sometimes we broke much down, but I have a feeling this one will hold this time. So, and when we get a move like this, I think we will take it. And for the ones that know me, I don't trade against the trend, but when it comes to gold, I look at the highest time frame, and gold is always bullish. So, but if you lose this trade completely, okay, it's like 1 to 3 ratio. Most of the time we win the trades when we trade gold. So if you lose one and we win all the rest, like we make 3 times the money in our take profits, I think it's a trade that we just need to take. And we are, like I said, we are trading with the trend lines. I think this trade is quite safe. And if we should hit down here, okay, most of the time when we trade gold we win, so I take it this time. And I'm not able to short, so if you want to find a gold trade, this is it. When we are down here in the trend line, that's the time we can find the best entries now. Otherwise we need to wait maybe months before we can take a trade that will be trending with the trend. So in that way I'm pretty happy. I think we can take a look at the binary option, as there are so much crazy movement today. Today is not a good day to trade, by the way. I don't like to trade when we see big movements, because I like to see what's happened. I like to wait and see if the market want to do something, or if the places have a strong support or resistance. And like now, I do not like to trade like this. So let's take a look at, we need to add some indicators. Let's add the Bollinger Band. That's the only one we're going to use. What you do is that we don't need the medium line. We use a upper line and we use a lower line, and I make them white so it shows better on the chart. So now let's see what we can find out here. I can clearly see that we have a good resistance up there, but that means the bullish band is above it, so we can take it. The next area of interest is up here, so let's mark that one. I will explain a little more after. I will just mark it up now first, so I'm ready to take a trade if come to it. I like to make it tick, and we take it this one to red. Down here we have, so there we can put one more down here. This one we make green. So now I'll explain more. So these 2 lines, this is basically I think actually I can move this one. Let me see. Here, let me zoom in and see. What we're looking for is an area where we touch many times, and that's there. So because I see the Bollinger Band now, it's above it, yes. So this one is valid now. I always move after, I think also this one can be moved here now. So if you come up to the red one, we take a put trade. Today we are going to trade with $50 because it's a Friday. I don't like to trade it Fridays so much. So in Friday we can say sessions are more for learning, not so much for trading. It's a day that we should not trade too much. I like all the another 4 days in the week, but Friday is a day I'm not so into trading. Typically I don't trade so much on Fridays. But let's see now. We see that the rules are like this. I find first an area where I see the market touch 10 times. That's what we call support and resistance. Resistance is the one that are in top. Support is the one that are in the bottom. And basically the Bollinger Band works in a way for me to see the trend. So I can see, for example, if this Bollinger Band crosses below here, that means show me that the trend might be strong downwards, and show me that it's a possibility that he will break a support. So as long as I see a space in between the lower Bollinger Band and the support, that means this support still is strong. So it's a high probability that this will hold. Same in the top. I mark an area where I see that the market has touched it before many times and go down. That is a resistance. And the same with the Bollinger Band here. As the top Bollinger Band is below this resistance, that means this one is still valid and it's a strong and high probability that will hold. But right away this Bollinger Band cross above, and you see a line cross above here, that means this resistance might break and we can take the trade. So that's basically what we use. The Bollinger Band is more to see the trend and what the probability is if for breaking our resistance or support. So that's something that I don't use in Forex, but I use for the 1 minute chart on binary option. I now have found it to be around 80% win rate, so it's something that we make money with. I think from all the trades I have done in my sessions, I think I've done like maybe 25 trades, and I think I only lost like 5 of them. So I win 20 and I lost 5, I think, total. So it's a very, very high probability to win, and it's back tested, so I know the win rate is around 80%. So now we need just need to wait a little to see if we can get a trade here. If you don't get a trade within a couple of bars, we will mark it and with a line, so we see what would happen if we had taken any other trades. Also, when you trade, make sure you pick one of the pairs that pay the most. Because if you pick a 60%, does not help so much how high your win rate is, because it's difficult to make money. Then you need to be a very good trader. Still, of course, with 80% you will make money, but as you can choose, we choose the ones that pay the most, because then added with our win ratio, we are making more money, basically. Currently we are going very flat market, so I think we will break any direction quite soon. We are not going to move our support resistance because of the market like this, because right away he break either for the downside or for the upside, he will move quite fast, so he can't be too close to that movement. So we are keeping it down here, even though maybe we could soon start to put move it to this line here, because it's also a range where you see the touch and go up, but then it will be too close, and that's not something we're looking for. So we will need to have our support resistance where we have it right now. So let's hope we break either direction quite soon, so we can get a trade. I would rather want it to the downside because it's closer. I can see if there are any questions. Okay, I don't see any questions, so we continue. So you can see now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes we have been. So if come if don't break any direction on the next minute, we move on to more Forex trading, because that is too boring. So I can already just mark it. We make a horizontal line here, we can make it yellow. I think actually we broke it now. Yeah, if he break this line here, because you see he did compare one time before. So maybe we did not break it. Let's see. We need to go higher than this point. If we don't do that on this bar, we move on. Looks like he'll go down again, so. But let's see. We want to see a movement. Don't looks like we're going to get a trade now. But at least we have this yellow line now that shows us what would have happened if we had stayed here. And that's good. No, maybe we broke up now. Then I think we can wait a couple of more minutes, because it's a higher probability we get a trade quite soon. That's it. Would be nice if we could get a little stronger move up. It's moving very slowly. I like more if you come a big buy up now. That would be a better trade, because typically after a big trade line up, we get some type of reaction the other way, and that is a stronger. If you go with small bars, it's a higher probability he will break the resistance than if you come with one bar that come up to this red line. That's a better. I like better when you come with a strong buy up. But I'm ready to push the put button if he shoot up to this red line now, because we are still have this bullish band, a space in between our resistance zone and the bullish band upper line. But yes, we are getting closer at least. If this one just can turn green, I will be more positive. Yes, come on. Okay, let's make a deal now. If don't come on the next bar, then we move on to Forex. Because no, I think we move on. I see we start to go downwards now. Then we move on. This is too boring. So let's take another pair. Let's look at something complete. I don't think we should look USD pairs. Let's see. Oh, this actually looks quite nice. This looks very nice actually. Let's look at the 4 hour. Okay. So it seems like we had some type of top here. Let's go back to the 1 day and see. So you see we are making this, let's see if we can mark this somehow. Do we have some type of a small trend downwards? Let's see. We might just have that. Let's see. Close enough. I like this. We take a short trade there easily. Let's take it above. This one's here. And I think we can target. So here now we see that we go down. I think we can even target all the way down here easily. Let's take it there because we see the spike there. What I take it there. 1 to 33.7. I like that. We take this any day of the week. Super good trade. So that is USD American dollar against the Swiss francs. So let's take that trade. USD CHF short trade, and wait, that's correct, and at this point, put our stop level here. Stop loss at this level, and profit level we take it there, like that. And now I explain a little more the reason for this trade. So as we can see that we have, let's zoom out a little more. We can see that we are making lower highs. We did take our stop loss above the high we had here, and we are targeting an area that we see that we easily, like this one without touch it, this one without touch it, this one, and this one. So, and we are a ratio of 1 to 3.7. That means if you lose $100 there, you're making $370 on the take profit. So as I told before, when we get trades like this, even with a 50% win rate, and of course, like I said before, our win rate will always be much better than 50%, but even with 50% we are making money. And you can see already we are in the money, and I'm expecting us to get out of this trade maybe within the next session. So let's mark this one, let's make me save this one. Let's put it in the top, because this one will be a very interesting one to see maybe Monday or Wednesday next week, because then if for example we come down to this white line here, we might choose to close the trade, or we keep it open. We'll see how this looks like then. But yes, this is a very nice trade. I like this one. So then let's see GBP, GPY. We are currently down. You see we are down to the same region like here. I would like us to close about this red line to take a long trade. So currently we can't touch this one. We see the support. I will say this support area is quite thick. It's from basically, you can see it's from here all the way up here. So this area here is a no trade zone. So if we break above here, no, I mean close above here, we can then take a long trade up to the green line. If we close below the white, then obviously we can target down around to this area. So I will target maybe around here. So then we take a short trade down here. So basically right here, in between here, is a no trade zone. So we need to either close above here or close below here. So we need to be a little patient with GBP/GPY. We will keep an eye on it. But for now, that's what I see, and we just need to wait. Both options give very high ratio again, and I like to trade with good ratios. So let's keep an eye on this one. Let's see. Okay, now let's see what would happen. You see that we would not take in this trade, because we see that the upper bullish band did cross above it. So then it's not a tradable for us. We need then to choose the next area of interest. That is, I will say, around here. Let me move it a little there maybe. Yeah, there. So if you come up the red line here, we can trade it, but like I said, if we see this Bollinger Band cross above the red line, it's not a trading zone. So even if you have been waiting here, we did see that it cross above and then it's not tradable. And also if we see this one go and we are getting close to it and we touch, we even maybe then choose not to take the trade. We see how strong the trend is. Because like I said, if you see many small bars going upwards, it's worse than if come one bar, strong bar up, then it's weaker. So a stronger trend is many small bars. One long trend is not so strong. Like for example, the one we see for example here, you see this strong one here, it's a high probability he will not go more down, because of one strong down, it's not so, in the long run it's not so strong as if come many small after each other. Many small after each other have a bigger chance to break support than one strong like this if the support is down here. Then let's, as we don't have our main pairs, I think we can look at some other pairs. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Here we already have a trade from Wednesday. Our stop loss is still active, so this trade is active currently. We just need to be patient on this one. This might take a little while before either stop loss or take profit is hit. I don't think the stop loss will be hit because it's an area I don't think will go below, but we just need to be patient. So what else is there to look at? Here we can see a incredible strong trend upwards, but also we see that we are in a strong support area. I will say we are exactly on the support right now, but as we have a longer term upwards, we can't look for short trades, because we can clearly see here that this is an uptrend. I'll see if I can mark it there, more or less. Sometimes it's easier to mark things on the 4 hour, but I think this is close enough. So we can see that we are in uptrend, but that we have also the market here. We have resistance, so we will soon now we will now come in a squeeze. So either he will continue upwards or he will go downwards. If we go downwards, I think the line we have here will be a reasonable area to take as a take profit. Upwards, we need to basically look what is the next point. But this will, by the way, will not happen in this session, because next bar is in 1 hour and 23 minutes. And I don't think also that will happen, maybe not even today. Let me see. Actually will happen today. So we will either close above or below here. So if it closes above, we can take a look. Let's zoom out and see where the next area of interest could be. If I can, let's take it on the 1 day so you can see a little better. So then we can say that looks like a area of interest could be around here. Let's make this one a yellow color. Then let's go back to the 4 hour chart and see how that will look like. Yeah. So if we break above, our target could be here, and then we set a stop loss just right below, and we get. So I can show both scenarios just so you can see how I think. If we close above this white line, we set our take profit like this, we set it there, and we set our stop loss just below these ones there, and we get a 1.59, so that's good. That would be a long trade. For the short trade opportunities, let's say we break up below, let's say around here, then we can target all the way down here, and I would set my stop loss something like there, right above this spike you see there. Maybe as we have so much to go, maybe even take it there, we are very safe. So that could be a short trade. I think I would do something like this because it's often that we can get a spike up and then go downwards, just so we don't be hit by the stop loss. So, but this for me looks like a nice trade. So both is good, but you can see that the break of the trend is the better trade because it's a bigger ratio, and we like big ratios because then if you just trades like this. Okay, we are getting close to our region down. Let's see if we can get a trade for binary option also. That could be nice. The reason we don't have one here now is because you can see that the bullish band would cross it. So the area of interest is down here. I know that it's a little boring the way I trade. You don't get so many trades a day, but the reason behind it is that the win rate is high. So we just keep it like this, so we have a high win rate. And trust me, what would you rather want to do? Do 10 trades a day and lose money, or do maybe 2 trades a day and win and earn money? I guess you want the last. So that's basically what I'm going for. I'm going for less trades, but with a much higher win rate. So yes, you don't get so many trades, but you're winning much and you are making money. That's the difference. Let's see if there are any questions. That's the thing we all are looking for, is basically to quit the job and be relaxing home and do what you want to do, right? And that's the beauty with Forex and binary option, that we have this opportunity. We can basically work 1 hour a day and you're making enough money to basically have free the rest of the day. And these days, when there have been virus, you have war in Ukraine, you have so much unsafetyness. So it's very nice when we can have opportunities like this, where we can sit home in comfort in our own sofa and just relax and make money. But if you go to work, sometimes the works are, maybe your type of work have nothing to do with the war, for example, have nothing to do with virus, but still, the problem is that always there are chain reaction with these type of things happen. So that many steps out, not maybe for your work, but some steps in that direction, some suppliers and things, they can be more hit by it, and then your work that have nothing to do with that can be hit by it also. So it's always a chain reaction with all control our own life, our own income. That's a super good feeling, and that's so good that you all want to learn it, because when you master the skill and you feel comfortable trading, then you can control your life from no one, and you don't need to rely on no one to make money. That's the beauty about Forex and binary option. So when you learn these skills, it's for life basically. Forex, you can see Forex example. Binary option is not so old. That's a quite new thing. I will not say so new either. I think we have had binary option for like 20 years. But Forex, that's something we had forever, since before my time. And I start to be old now. So when you learn these skills, it's for life, especially with Forex. Binary options, some countries like to ban it and things, but you can always trade it. like with the broker I'm using here, you can use in any country. It's not that it's written that you should not be from United States, but I know many from United States using this broker, so it's not a worry, you can use it, and you're getting paid. So we have done quite a lot of trading today. Like I said, I'm not so fan of trading in Fridays, but still we are looking. Let's see if we can see some more things. Like this is not tradable. A trending like this when dollar is too strong. I'm in Brazil, so let's take a look at this chart. Okay. So we can see dollar here also is strong, but it's very choppy market. It's not so easy to trade this. What else you can look at? GBP. We can take a look at this one. Okay. Here you can see I have some markings from before. And we are basically in a no trade zone here also. That we need either above here or below. So this in between these two white lines, it's difficult to take a trade. So today the market is not moving the way we want, we can say it that easy. I think the last pair for Forex will be this one. We actually might have something here. We can see that we are in a strong support, where we see here now that we touch many times and go upwards. So I think we can be comfortable enough to take a trade here. Set our stop loss. Let's take an area that we should go up to. I think at least here. If you take it there, what will be? I think we can take that also, because I try to see where area that it's a higher probability we come up to. If we take to this one, how much will be the ratio then? Still good enough, I take it. So let's take this trade. I do this often, so we have a higher probability of winning. So we are doing some exotic pairs, but that's okay. So we take Australian dollar against Japanese yen. GPY, if I can write correctly. Long. Typically, I do not trade all these exotic pairs, but as dollar is moving so strong now, we try to keep a little away from it. So against some pairs, of course. Long trade, and let's take it there. And where is it? There is it. Stop loss level, we set up this one here. And the take profit, we take it up in this level here. So there we have it. That will be the last Forex trade of the day, because we have already done too much, I think, from how difficult the market is. We have done 4 trades actually. So I think that should be enough for today. I think now we keep to a little binary option, see if we can find something maybe on another one. Let's see this one. I just skim super fast, because you learn your eyes to see areas of interest if we're going to get a trade, and if I see, I will mark it after. Just so we get maybe a trade would be nice. Maybe here I will mark it. That is the highest probability for trade is here. So let's mark it there. Let's make this one a red and a tick line. So if you come up to this red line right now, we take a put trade. Let's see. We see the bull span might cross above it in 1 or 2 minutes. So if we can get our green line up to this red now, we take it, but maybe not in next one. Because you can see already, let's see, we are very close. Little more up, we take it there, we are in. Now let's see if this holds. Maybe not. Let's see. So the reason for that, we can see that we came up this area here, we did go down, we came up here, we did go down, here we did go down, and looks like we go down now. But our resistance is not valid more because now the bull span did cross above, but looks at least that we got the win, so that's nice. But we need to wait, of course, till the time there. So we did, I think we did win it, didn't we? Let's go to closed. We won that trade. So you can see just that when you are bored, you can just go through a few pairs like I did and see where we are the closest, and you can take the trade. So you don't need to be sitting waiting on one. At 75 is the lowest ratio I want to take a trade. So there you have the power of just be patient, take a trade. Like I said, now this one is not valid. I can show you the next area of interest. If we move it up to this area, would it then be active? No. Then we need to take to the next. Let's zoom in there and see. I will just show you. You can see that this is an area when we touch, we go down. I will put it like this. Then let's see. That one is valid. If we come up there, we take one more trade. I'm ready to go in. If we come up to this red line, then we take one more trade, because that one is valid. But if you don't come up to it, we are not interested to take a trade. So let's wait and see. Then we get our second trade today. If we come up to the red line again, we are getting close. A little more. I only take the trade. Now you see the bull span start to be very close also to this line. That means the market can be ready to break it. But if happen on this bar, we still take the trade. If not, I think I'm not so interested more. So basically that's the way I trade with binary option. You can see that I have a very high win rate. And like I said, I only will take it on this, maybe the next, depending on if this bull span cross above the red, then this one is not valid more, and then we need to move it again. I would prefer if we did come up to it on this bar. So let's wait and see. So, but the thing is, this is how you trade, and throughout the day you don't get as many trade. Noisy, it's broken, so this one is not valid more. But at least we got the trade, I'm happy with that. So I can show again. We got this trade. It's not crazy money, but it's money. And for me that typically don't trade in Fridays, any money is good money for me. So a $37.5 profit from just fun, I take that any day of the day, any time of the day, I mean. Yes, I do have that, but I will not share it here because I'm hired by RM Academy and I don't feel it's correct I'm sharing this type of things here. So we can leave it at that. Now let's see. Are there any other trades we can look at? Let's take a very long time since we've been looking at silver. Okay, so silver is currently at a strong support, but currently it's breaking it a little because we can see it's here. So I think silver we need to be patient and see in 2 hours. If we break, then it's a short trade, and if we come above, I will say I would like us to be above this yellow line here. If you can close above this yellow line, then we are looking for a long trade. Then we can target at least up to this range, so that, and we can take a stop loss. So a very nice trade if this bar can close above the yellow, then we can take a long trade up to this yellow up here and take a stop loss there. But we need to close above this yellow for that to be a trade, but that will be an incredible nice trade for silver. So, but like that, we need to be patient. We can't just jump into the market, and we do not set pending trades. You need to wait and physically see that we are closing, that this bar here close above this yellow line. That will be that you can see in 2 hours. And if to that, yes, this will be amazing nice trade with a very high probability of winning. And that means if you then hit the stop loss, you lose, for example, $100 if that's the stop loss, and your take profit will be $382. So it's an incredible nice trade if you have the possibility to take this trade. So that's something we need to wait for. I think we need, Ethereum could be very interesting to see now, because now it's not mineable more after what I think. So let's see what happened with the price. Actually, very little did happen with the price with Ethereum. I will say I'm a little disappointed. I thought that would be a little more movement when things changed, but basically nothing have happened. I don't know which day they stopped, if they stopped here, if that's the reason we broke down, but I don't think so. I think it was just a couple of days ago. So basically the market have not changed that much since they stopped with mining. But yes, when you talk crypto, I keep mostly to Ethereum and Bitcoin. Of course, once in a while I can put in some small money into some other cryptocurrency if I think they look promising, and have at least something in it if they 1000x, because that's the thing. If you go into a small cryptocurrency, sometimes they can 1000x your money, and even $100 can suddenly be a lot of money. So you always want to try that sometimes if you see something looks good, but if you want to invest big money, then it's Ethereum and Bitcoin. And I will say right now, for me at least, only Bitcoin, because even Ethereum, after it stopped with mining, I don't know how that will inflect with the price in the future, because people will lose a little interest about Ethereum, because Ethereum have basically been the thing that have been the most mineable, where people are making money mining. That's why Ethereum have been popular. I'm not so sure if Ethereum will be the same popular now as we can mine it more. Then I don't know, like, do people have the same interest of holding Ethereum as they don't feel have the same value for them? Because the value was in the mining, and if they don't see value in it, will they then hold it, and will the price then continue upwards? I think it was a stupid move of Ethereum to stop with the mining, because they had basically the second biggest cryptocurrency. I am not so sure they will keep the same value after now. So for me, Bitcoin is the only thing to hold right now. And now it's basically just 3 minutes left, so I think now I'll just do some questions if there are. Otherwise, I will be back in Monday again. Days I have sessions. I can write it down here. I have sessions. It's from Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 18 to 19, UTS +2. and so you are prepared for the next session. I have these two brokers that you can use. For Forex, you don't need to use this broker, but this broker have tight spreads, so it's nice that way. And for the binary option, that's the broker you should use if you're going to copy my trades, because it can be a big difference between brokers if you're going to copy my trades, because I trade on 1 minute. So a winning trade for me can be a losing trade for you. So this is the broker you should use for binary option. So if you all have any questions, now is the time to ask it. If not, write it on a piece of paper or in a notepad or something, and you can ask me again in Monday. I will be here now for more 2 minutes, so you have time to ask one question if you can ask it fast. If not, have a perfect weekend to you all. So now we'll just sit here waiting and see if there are any questions. To sum up, we got 4 trades today for Forex, so 4 signals, and we did 1 binary option trade that was a winner. So I would say it was quite good to be a Friday. No questions? Then we are done for today. Have a perfect weekend, and I'll see you all in Monday.